with what's happening. I mean, in the US, obviously with Zoom, with Impact, with Flash Mobile. Here in Canada, we just launched into mortgages, just announced the hugest partnership potentially we've ever had in Canada in ACN with TELUS. Zoom, what's happening right now in Alberta is incredible. So if you could, just with your wisdom and expertise, for the people who maybe some people are brand new, some people are in their first year, second year, but it is a very special time in ACN, everything happening in the economy. If you could look back at the start of your journey, things that maybe you did that you shouldn't have done to waste time, like how people can be so effective right now and understand when we say this is a perfect storm, it literally is. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity of what's happening in the economy and with ACN. So if you can just give some people, right, just some vision on what they need to do to not miss out on this time.
I'm happy to. I'm happy to. And I see you, Betty Ann. I didn't see you on there. Good to see you. I see her at the events. And let me back up real quick here. I've got people, so everybody understands this. There's different ways to work this business. I've got people on my team that have literally signed up hundreds of customers, literally hundreds of customers. So if you're a customer gathering guru and that's your cup of tea, then by golly, go for it. I'm not saying don't do that. I'm just saying the way I work the business is I'm that J. Paul Getty kind of guy. I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. So, but if you're a customer gathering thing and that's really what floats your boat, hey, by golly, I love my customer gatherers. Don't get me wrong. It helps my residual. But just understand that there's different ways, different paths you can go down. But I do think if you're wanting to make the big money, you got to get a team going. I think you got to leverage yourself. Now, as far as where I see this going, my gosh, with TELUS and 8T and all the stuff that's going on in Canada with Impact and Flash, all the stuff that's going on here in the U.S., there's never been a better time, guys. I mean, I'm more excited now than I've ever been. And understand, I don't say this to sound cocky by any stretch. I don't have to be sitting in front of this computer right now. I can be doing anything I want to, anywhere in the world I want to do it. But I understand that I believe this, that what we've done in the past few years will pale in comparison to what we're fixing to do the next few years. It is going to be phenomenally huge. And I'm already seeing that growth. Now, here's the key, though. Right now, we're growing like this. And I don't, if you remember back a few years, ACN was having their events in coliseums and in arenas and all that stuff. Guys, we're right here. That growth curve is growing. It's coming up. But what's fixing to happen, mark my word, and the reason I'm busting my butt right now is that growth curve is fixing to turn and head straight north. And it's going to go straight up. But here's the whole key. If it's just me when it turns, can I make a little money? Yes, I can make a little money. But if it's me and a small army, that's when we can create generational wealth. That's when we can get wealthy. That's when big things can happen. Right now, we should be building as fast as we can because that tidal wave is coming and it's going to turn. Have you ever watched a surfer? When the big wave comes, do they just sit there? No, when that big kahuna is coming at them, they start paddling like crazy to get a little momentum going. We should be paddling like crazy right now to get some momentum going because that wave is coming. I believe it with every fiber in me right now. That's the reason I'm working as hard as I'm working harder than I've ever worked right now. And I don't have to be. But I also understand opportunity. And we've got our hands on an amazing opportunity, Jordana.